This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast. Here are 16 business and market stories we're following this morning, and thank you for listening. Text me anytime, 773-766-5322, with any suggestions for topics, ideas, and more. First, the markets are fairly flat this morning after a real debacle of a day yesterday. Good news is Target reported good earnings slash their profit outlook for the rest of the year, but their stock is up 4% today so far, or about 4%. Second, yesterday, stocks got smashed. Great article. China woes spark global sell-off in Yahoo Finance. The Nasdaq Dow and S&P 500 all fell more than 1% yesterday, with the S&P down 1.2% or so. Third, lots of discussion of bond downgrades for banks. The bond rating downgrades, and this is Fitch say they might have to downgrade more bank credit ratings. And this is a big issue because it'll cause the cost of borrowing to go up for banks. Many of these banks are the largest banks seem like they'll survive and be okay. A lot of mid-sized and regional banks are already in trouble, so this is problematic to see bond rating downgrades. The right thing to do for Fitch to rate them as they see them, but will cause some troubles as well. Yesterday, fourth, the market troubles were compounded yesterday by high consumer spending, which leads to higher concern that the Fed will keep raising rates. So you had bad news in China, good news in consumer spending. I mean, at some point, the consumer spending is a problem because Americans hold more credit card debt than they've ever held, and they seem fairly addicted to it. But that debt is a problem in the long term that's largely likely to catch up to the American consumer, unless the American consumer just keeps on spending their way to oblivion. But we'll see how that goes. At the end of the day, as we say often, debt kills nations, companies, and households. Got to be careful in that debt. Fifth, the 10-year Treasury yield jumped to 4.26%, its highest number since early 2008. It closed a little lower than that. The one-year Treasury has not risen as fast as people get a little bit more sanguine about how fast and how long the Fed will keep rates up. It's at about 5.366. Sixth, Discover Financial Services dropped almost 9.5% yesterday. It's down 5% year to date. Seventh, oil's dropped a couple dollars to $81 a barrel as the world economy softens a little bit. Eighth, that was seventh, oil's dropped a couple dollars. Eighth, Bitcoin fell to 29,100. We'll see how it does today. Ninth, cannabis stocks continue to be down. They're down about 25% year to date. They seem to pop up just a little bit recently, but they're back down. 10th, NVIDIA is now up 200% year to date. Intel is up 31% year to date, so NVIDIA knocking out of the park. 11, Apple remains up 36.5% year to date. Its market cap is about $2.8 trillion. It's down from the $3.2 trillion or so it got to, but still the biggest number one company in market cap. As we say, don't bet against Apple. 12th, Microsoft remains 34% up year to date. Its market cap is right about $2.4 trillion. Again, we probably wouldn't bet against Microsoft either. 13th, Amazon is up 64% year to date. Its market cap $1.41 trillion, and also still just knocking it out of the park right now. 14th, thank you to Stryker and Dana McInnes for having me talk yesterday at the Stryker Business Leadership Meeting on ASCs and surgery centers and what's going on there. Stryker is one of the most impressive and consistent companies in the world. 15th, phenomenal interview. Two people from Becker's Healthcare from North American Partners in Anesthesia. Napa is the largest anesthesia provider in the country. We had a chance to talk to Dr. Leo Penzi and Dr. Ali Ekbatani, and just a pleasure to visit them about Napa and Data Labs. Also, a special shout and thank you to Jason Grady and Milena McCrory of Becker's Healthcare. Just terrific. 16th, finally, we'll note, listen to a podcast I did on why I wear pants during golf and also why I suck at golf. Good news is I won some money yesterday from one of my colleagues, but lost money Sunday to a different colleague. So it's all, I guess, okay. But the podcast on why I suck at golf and why I wear pants during golf, it has actually got a crazy amount of downloads. So as smart as I think I am, people are much more interested in why I'm so bad at golf, and it just is what it is. It's depressing, but it is what it is. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast, and thank you, of course, to Jeremy Core and his team, magnificent team at Executive Podcast Solutions. Thank you very much.